It's your boy Ben, Safari Solutions LLC.com. In the shop here today, taking care of some business like we always do about this time. It's another manic Monday as we prepare for a long, hard week of work. Just trying to do what we do, stay afloat, right? So for those of you who aren't familiar, my name is Ben, Safari Solutions LLC.com. I want to touch up on some things with you guys today, specifically in regards to repair service or cancellation of service. Those of you who know or may not know, we do have a service that we offer for the life of you being the customer of the router, where we will repair the router if it can be repaired. There is a $50 service fee for that. Basically just covers the shipping for you to ship it to us, the diagnostic and firmware update if necessary. It does not cover parts. It does not cover any kind of freight. If we have to bring in a part and there's freight associated with that, it won't cover that, but it will cover getting the router to us and back out to you, and firmware update, and as well as diagnostic. So another reason why somebody would return a router is if they wanted to be eligible for the buyback program. The buyback program is something that we started a year or so ago, not really sure, where we could get you some money back for your equipment in the event that you no longer needed our services. It's just something extra that we do. I mean, it's not something that we have to do. It's something that I felt like, it would cut down on electronic waste, and it would cut down on, expensive paperweight just sitting and unusable. So then we can get it, rehome it, and sell it at a discounted rate to a customer who may not be able to afford the steep startup prices for a brand new scenarios. First scenario, I'm an existing customer. I need a repair. Something's not working. Something's not jiving right. You know your internet better than I do in your house. It's different every situation, but you know what you're used to. You've exerted everything we could do over the phone. You've done everything with the chats. We've tried to troubleshoot remote, and you're at a point where, hey, I don't know what's going on with this thing. We need to get it in, look at it, put eyes on it, put hands on it, and physically determine what the problem is and what we can do to make your service run at tip-top shape like it should. Or let's just say you're a customer that at one time needed our services and no longer need it because you received your startup package from the fiber company or whatever, and then you no longer need the service. So you want to cancel the service. You want to be eligible for the buyback program. You want to get a little bit of moolah inside of your bank account back, and really just seal the deal and say, hey, thank you for your service. We appreciate it, but we don't need it anymore. And I'd like to get up on that buyback program. So what you would do is, I have here a router that has been returned actually in person, but I'm going to dive into this and I'm going to show you guys what the next steps are and how to get a router to me, whether it be for diagnostic or just for the buyback program. All right, so here I have my Safari Solutions LLC.com router. This is, if you're on the website, Safari Solutions LLC.com, this is the wild package. The wild package assembled looks like this. So if you're using it in your house, it looks like this. You've got your two 4G jackal style antennas, paddle style antennas on the sides, and then you've got your four Wi-Fi antennas, be it the 2.4 gigahertz and the 5.8 gigahertz Wi-Fi, and then you've got your power adapter. All of it should look similar to this. Okay, first thing you're going to do is you're going to unplug this power adapter from this little port here on the router. We're going to take that and we're just going to wrap that up nice and neat like that. Okay, simple. We'll set that to the side. The next thing we're going to do, we're going to flip this bad boy up. We're going to straighten these antennas out that are on the side, and we're going to carefully unscrew these antennas. All right, that's one. And then this is two. We're going to set them aside. Next, we're going to flip up these Wi-Fi antennas, both the 2.4 and the 5.8 Wi-Fi antennas. We're going to unscrew those carefully. These are plastic, so try to be gentle with them. Unscrew those. We're going to set those down there. And then the final one, we'll take that off and we'll set that down. Now you'll be left with just the router itself, just the router housing, the modem, PCB board, all that good stuff, all right? So once you've done that, what we're going to require you to do, if you have your original Safari Solutions LLC.com box, we will have you get that. That'll be preferred method of sending it back. Just because if something happens to the shipping label, our phone number is on that box. Our information, our name, our website, all of that is on the box. So if something ever happens, and stuff happens in transit all the time, there's a good chance that in this box, it will find its way back to us. Next thing you should have inside of that box is you should have some bubble wrap. Bubble wrap. This stuff is great. The reason why we use this when we send it out, because it's really the only way to ensure and guarantee that the package is going to make it to you in a working condition. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do, this is how we do it, this is how we prefer you do it. We've did this a lot of different ways, and we found that this is the easiest way to do it. First thing you're going to do is you're going to take your bubble with your actual bubble facing up and your flat side facing the ground. You're going to take this and you're just going to place it evenly in here, and you're going to wrap it up one time. And then same thing with the other, with the bubble facing up. You're gonna wrap it 2 times. And then we're going to take, there's two different sides of this router, and you can't see it, but there's a flat side, and then there's your side with your Wi-Fi interfaces. We're going to take the flat side, and we're going to put it up against the outer part of the box. So it's going to go flat up against the flat side of the box. See how that works? The next thing we're going to do is we are going to take our antennas. Now, this is a little something extra if you really want to make sure that you send it back to me in good shape. I take these and I cross these, okay? That way the stem on this side is somewhat protected by this antenna. The stem on that side is somewhat protected by that antenna. And then I take the rest of them, I bundle them up. We take our next piece of bubble wrap, and we're going to simply wrap this up in here. Wrap that up nice and tight, roll it on up, and then we're going to place it on the opposing end of that box on the side here. All right, last but not least, we're going to take our power cord, and notice there is a cord attached to this. So to sort of protect it, just in case we want to cut this box to open it up, we don't want this on either side. And we carefully just wrap that up, and then we place it in the center between the router and the antennas. Then we will close that box. Now, you should have already received a printable shipping label. That shipping label will go, usually there's a shipping label already here. You're going to put that over top of the old shipping label. If not, it's a good possibility that that thing's going to go in a circle and it may find its way back to you because they don't know whether it's coming or whether it's going. So always cover the old shipping label. And then we recommend taking some sort of a packing tape or whatever and just wrapping all the way around the box so that the tape doesn't get pulled off when it goes through a conveyor at the UPS hub or what have you. And that's it. The last thing we want to do is we want to take it and we want to shake it. If you hear it shifting around in there, throw some extra packing material in there. The goal here is to make sure that we get a working piece of equipment so that we can indeed make you eligible for that buyback, so that we can actually buy back a working piece of equipment and it can be rehomed. That's it. That's how you do it. And then you've got a package that is safe and secure, and it's really ready to go through whatever the scenario may be. So if you didn't get all that, if I went too fast, stop, rewind this video, watch it again. If you send it back to me like that and I get it and it's in working condition, odds are you are going to get a refund, a maximum refund at that. So thank you guys. I appreciate y'all watching. Be sure and check out Safari Solutions LLC.com. If you need rural area internet service, networking equipment, or anything in between, give us a shot. Thanks, guys. Don't be shy. Drop something in the box. Click that little bell, ding that bell, smash that like button, subscribe, and all that good stuff like that. Thanks for viewing.